Hi there, friends. Have you ever considered the difference a minute mistake can make on a large scale in the world? A misplaced comma can cause billion-dollar losses sometimes, and a small mathematical mistake can bring down an entire economy. Today we will be discussing history's most expensive blunders, jaw-dropping events which not only have cost billions but also teach very valuable lessons. Let's begin. Friends, space travel is not merely a scientific triumph, but also an incredibly expensive proposition. NASA launched the Mars Climate Orbiter to Mars in 1999. But due to an infinitesimal mistake, this spacecraft went missing on entering the Martian atmosphere again. What happened? NASA engineers had developed the metric system, and Lockheed Martin, the software manufacturer, had done it in the Imperial system. This mistake of miles and kilometers led us to a loss of $125 million. Now think about this as seemingly minor error as the abuse of a system of units sank a multi-million-dollar project. When you get a math problem correct on an exam, and you don't convert from centimeters to meters, your whole solution is incorrect. Billions can be the price of such errors in life. It only serves to illustrate the magnitude of significance that precision and collaboration have, regardless of whether it's science, business, or just living. The moral of the story: neglecting details will result in humongous losses. This is not only true for space missions, but also for life in general. Whether it's for exams, for investments, or for choosing a career, accuracy matters. Friends, we all are aware of the story of the Titanic. It was a design project to build the world's most luxurious cruise ship that set out on its first voyage in 1912. It was declared to be unsinkable, but within 2 hours it sank after colliding with an iceberg. But do you know what was the real reason behind this tragedy? A careless mistake with binoculars. Yes, the Titanic lookout crew did not have binoculars because of a minor miscommunication, which stuck them in a storage cabinet. If they had used binoculars, they would have seen the iceberg sooner. One little mistake cost 500 lives. This brings us to a very relevant question: how many times do we neglect small details thinking that they will not matter? A slow response, a late deadline, or even neglecting a small detail in a critical task has monumental repercussions. The Titanic disaster teaches us that sometimes the smallest detail can have the greatest repercussions. Let's talk about a gaffe that will make you bang your head against the wall. Today, Google is one of the biggest technology giants in the world. But do you know Yahoo could have bought Google for only $1 million? Google co-founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page made a bid to Yahoo over the course of 1998, which was rejected. A couple of years after that, there was an offer to Yahoo where they could buy Google, but this time for $5 billion. No, they rejected it again. And now Google's worth is in the trillions while Yahoo's. It only earned $4.5 billion in 2017 alone. This case also reminds us of another valuable lesson: don't take chances for granted. There are some situations where we do not understand the value of something until it is too late. How many times have we turned down ideas, careers, or investments only to find later that they were golden opportunities? The great lesson here is to be open and objectively view situations before criticizing them. If we speak about the worst blunders that have been done in the history of the world, then Chernobyl is the accident on number one. A nuclear reactor exploded in 1986 in the USSR, and the radiation there until date is just magnificent. You'd be interested in knowing the reason behind it. Human mistake and no care whatsoever for safety procedures. The staff was conducting a test in the reactor but were not paying attention to safety regulations. This small act of carelessness annihilated a group of thousands of people, made thousands of people homeless, and ruined the USSR economy significantly. The lasting consequences of exposure to radiation continue to haunt the region until now. This disaster teaches a very bitter lesson: never relax on safety, no matter how self-assured you are. in the building construction site in the boardroom of the company, or even in operating an automobile. Laziness in observing safety protocols can lead to irreversible harm. Be always cautious, watchful, and prudent. And now let's discuss one of the most baffling financial blunders in history. Ever heard of the collapse of Lehman Brothers? This international financial titan went bankrupt in 2008, precipitating one of the largest economic downturns in recent history. Why? Because they were greedy and irresponsible in their financial moves. Lehman Brothers invested in the housing sector with abandon even as indications of an impending crisis were clear all around them. When the market collapsed, the company lost everything and the world economy took the hit. Tens of millions of individuals lost their means of survival, companies went bankrupt, and entire nations had to struggle to survive. The moral: responsible finance counts. Whether you are a student making pocket money, stretch a business owner handling wages, or an investor investing, never play down the risk of finances. Spur-of-the-moment decisions in the share market or discretionary spending can be catastrophic outcomes. So, friends, were some of history's most costly blunders. Not only history, but also valuable lessons to us all. One small error at times can have long-term effects. What we do today in studies, career, or investment needs a second thought. And if ever we make a mistake, the best is to learn from it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to more learn from home and entertaining videos. Stay safe and smart until next time.